Hey, 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 everybody. I'm so glad that we are back. Welcome again to all our partners, our guest tonight. My name is Nathan, and welcome to Prive International. Did you feel that? Did you feel that beat? It's a wonderful day. So I'd like to welcome you guys. If you're a first timer, thank you for being here, and to all our distributors, especially from India. Hey, hey, hey! I'm so fired up with all our guests and our friends in India, and also Samuel from Ghana, and the rest of you, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we've got people from Malaysia. We've got Coach Ellen from London. And so go to the meeting chat and tell me where you're from. I'm going to do a shout out for you guys tonight. All right, so let's see here. Noreha is from Malaysia. All right. And we've got Judith from Malta. We've got Yaya Buno from Carmen, Bohol, Philippines. We've got Salim S, New Life Wellness Club. That is from India, Kerala. That's amazing, bro. Blaze Alma Ipanag from Digos, Davao City. Chong Keng Lan from Malaysia. Rick is from Marikina, Philippines. We've got Mel from Malaysia. Keep it going, keep it going. And guys, this is Prive. Prive is the world's leader in human health using the most advanced frequency products today. This is our main products. We've got the Trilogy of Wellness. This is sweeping the world. It's phenomenal. We've got the iTeraCare, which I'm going to talk about tonight. This is the sunlight energy, as we call it. It mimics 1/40th of the sunlight's energy. We've got oxygenation using the only water machine that infuses oxygen to your water. And we've got the grounding technology using our iTera Bio and BioLite. Going back to our meeting chat, we've got, all right, Fa from Florida. Fe Libarnes from Florida, that's USA. Maria Fe is from Bohol, that is Philippines. Elizabeth Larido, again from Bohol, Philippines. We've got Agnes from Carmen, Bohol. We've got a lot of Bohol tale tonight. We got Fair from Florida again. And so, yep, keep it coming. And we have a lot of excellence awards. We've got recognitions, all our flagship products. They've got certification to give you confidence. And all of these are part of what Prive is doing. We want you to trust the brand. We want you to be confident with the brand. And we have already 40 plus. I just counted it. We got 48 products already here in Prive. And when I started, it was just 2, 3 products. It was just the classic, the pro, and the premium. And now we got 40 plus. That is a good sign. We are growing very, very well. This is our headquarters. We're situated in KL, Malaysia. And this is our board of directors. We've got great men here, great leadership. We've got Dr. Steven, Dr. Jimmy Chong, Mr. AC Go, and Casey Tan. These are amazing people. We had global events. We just ended our 3rd year anniversary that was November 9th, like 2 weeks ago, right? And so we had our 1st year anniversary in 2023. That was in Malaysia. I could still vividly remember the energy was so high. I can just feel it. Not just on stage, but everybody was just fired up. And we've got the 2nd anniversary that was in Thailand, and that was just this year. And there were like 8,000 people. It was so packed with energy. And the 3rd year anniversary, just November 9th, it was again so successful. We are so glad that most of you were there. I'm sure if you're there, raise your hands and show me that, you were there. You felt it. It was just amazing. And this is to show you that Prive International is serious about bringing health to the world. We've got presence in North and Latin America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia, and New Zealand. This is already like over 80 countries already, and we're expanding fast. A 3-year-old company has presence to over 80 countries with branches like over 30 already. That is something. that kind of growth, something you need to look into. If you're looking into a business, you're looking into a product, there has to be something about price. Why this company has earned its name and made history in books, making this company as one of the best in the world. So the iTeraCare, which I'm going to show you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, this is hailed as the most powerful terahertz frequency therapy device today. It's revolutionary. It's because we do away from the old model. If you somebody can tell me what was the old model, what did they teach us? They taught us that when there is a problem, you go to the medical, you go pop a pill, you go to this, system, and every pill is a side effect. All right. There was even a doctor who went open and he said, is there any drug that has no side effect? He said, there's none. Every drug has a side effect. Now, we need that. Of course, some people need that. I'm not saying it's wrong, but it's wrong when you depend your health, your lifestyle, your daily health with drugs. Drugs are drugs. They're synthetic. They're not in nature's product. They're man's laboratory product. So you cannot depend upon drugs. So we depend upon what? The new model. The new model is what? Frequency. The new model is nature. We're bringing back energy to the highest level, bringing that energy to the optimum level that every human being could say, well, I'm safe. I'm using this device. I'm using frequency to bring healing to my physical body. And part of my presentation tonight, I might be talking about the ultimate human health, which is our trilogy of wellness. And another wonderful stuff here as a disclaimer, this is not a medical device. Again, we are not under the FDA, under the medical, and so we are a household electrical appliance. Why is that so, Nathan? How come there's a lot of people, having good benefits and they say they cure? No, it's not the device that cures, all right? I might have a little bit of discussion here if you say, hey, you said that there's a lot of people claiming there is cure. Well, it was because the body was given the right energy, and so the body heals itself. It's never the supplement. It's never even the drug. It's not also the iTeraCare. It was the body who heals itself, provided that you give the environment, the nutrition, what the body needs, and the body will heal itself. That's how it goes. That's the science. It will never fail you if you provide what your body needs. If you agree with me, say yes to that. Okay. We've got some product testimonials tonight. This is to give you confidence that the iTeraCare has helped a lot of people. We have thousands of testimonies around the world. And one of that is this little girl. Watch this. Watch this.
Come.
This little girl is unable to walk. All right? She's using a walker. Look at this. And so the mother's love was there. However, with the treatment of the iTeraCare, uses this every day. All right, on her back, on her spine. Look at that. She can run instead of walking. What an amazing transformation. This is what the Terahertz iTeraCare has done to this little girl. Isn't that amazing? Running now. Running now because of the frequency. The body aligns itself. The second one here. This guy had the COVID shot, the vaccine, and this was the side effect. He loses his balance,
Doing now.
unable to move. That after 3 days, watch that.
Awesome.
He's able to walk almost
Much better than
completely in
yesterday.
balance.
No more brain fog today, so we're in a good moment. And look at how Millie will go right down the stairs with you. This is
Walking
adorable.
down the stairs.
I love this. Well, she's in training. She's got another 2 years of training behind her. You're gonna go with the dad,
That
Millie?
is
Go
what
with dad.
frequency and
Sit
energy
beside
can do
him.
to your body.
There you go.
What an amazing testimony.
Good girl.
That is just amazing.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Gee, did you stumble on that last step?
No, I wanted to turn around.
Fast.
I am just so amazed with this, ladies and gentlemen. Now, another one here. 91 years old with lumbar spinal stenosis. Watch this. Able to stand. Able to walk by herself. Mona Lisa, 91 years old. She had hip pain. Quite normal for her age, right? Watch what iTeraCare has done to her life, to her body. That's how you do it, ladies and gentlemen. It's just easy as blowing, like a hair dryer, right? Just blowing on your body. And 2 weeks after, she sleeps well. That is just amazing. Wow. All right, we've got a lot of those. Now we've got this severe discomfort. Again, 4 years in pain. She's able to walk after 10 days of using the iTeraCare. We've got eye discomfort like glaucoma, redness in the eyes, pterygium in the eyes. We've got a lot of great testimonies. We've got limited mobility. This lady was on bed for like 3 months. She was bedridden. And after using the iTeraCare for like 53 days, it's right here. She's able to stand, walk by herself. And this is her latest photo right now, ladies and gentlemen. She gained weight and her hair turned dark. We've got abnormal dilation. This is Paulo Andrade. The medical term here is he had blood clotting in his brain. So they have to remove the blood clots. And he was in terrible, terrible situation. His family was crying like there's no hope. And so with so much prayer and faith, a friend came to a rescue and started sharing the iTeraCare, started blowing on his body. After 5 days, he was able to walk by himself without assistance. 10 days after discharge from the hospital. This is his latest photo. Look at his latest photo right now. That like he's eating by himself, using his fingers. I heard he went diving in Palawan. And this is the powerful testimony of what this iTeraCare can do. Now, ladies, if you want your face, your skin to look even more supple and firm and looking good, this could be the device for you, right? We've got so many testimonies. You can check Jin Amber. She is a YouTuber. She has a very wonderful review with the iTeraCare. When she has an exam, she's like, oh, and after 15, 30 minutes of using it, she was totally impressed. And those who have, white hair, we've got a lot. We've got thousands of those who have white hair turned dark. And those ladies, those of you using hair dryers, and hair dryers, they have, EMF radiation, bad radiation that could hurt not just your hair, but your brain cells. So the iTeraCare could be the best device for you to use, right? To be an alternative healthy device to dry your hair every single day. We've got this guy also who had this bleeding in his left basal ganglia. In other words, he had, stroke. After 3 days, able to feed himself. 45 days, he was able to jog and communicate in sentences. We've got a lot of this. Now, this is the last one here. This is so powerful. This lady's situation is she had this accumulation of fluid in her abdominal organs. The medical term is ascites. The doctor said you got 5 days or 5 weeks, 5 weeks to live. 5 weeks, what would you do if the doctor tells you you have 5 weeks to live, right? And a neighbor came to the rescue, helping her. She doesn't have money to buy the iTeraCare. They started using it, and eventually they were able to buy. After 7 weeks, something happened. Her navel opened up, and the fluid started leaking out. And look at that basin, those bubbles. It was caused by the by the fluid. And after 3 months, look at her. She's normal. She has a job today. And that is because of the power of frequency. That is what energy can do to your body. This is the world's number one device, guys. I can go on and on with a lot of testimonies. Now, let's look into the science here. The traditional Chinese medicine, this is what they believe, this is what they know, that if there is a pain or discomfort in the body, that is caused by blockage. And it makes sense. What blockage? Blockage of blood and energy. In other words, there is a circulation problem in that area, and that is why you have pain. And every pain, all right, every pain can be treated. According to Hippocrates, if you have a problem that cannot be treated by surgery or medical, you just have to heat it. It's called hyperthermia. So if there is a way to heat the bones, then all diseases can be treated. Heating the bones, how do you do that? Now, we realize after many, many years today in our technology, you can heat the bones using terahertz, because terahertz carries the heat and it is pushed through, carried through your bones, through your vital organs, through your biological tissues. Now, that heating the bones stimulates or activates stem cells in your body. You have a lot of stem cells in your body. Heating that releases stem cells. Now, stem cells are brand new cells. That's why people look younger. Now, I've been using this iTeraCare now for 3 years. I can see it. I can feel it. I love it. I love it on my skin. I can see it with my friends. I always tell my friends, you are a first timer, right? A user, right? Now, take a selfie of your face right now and take another selfie 3 months after, provided that you use iTeraCare consistently every day on your face, on your body. Watch the difference. You're going to look younger. Why? Stem cells are replacing old cells, and stem cells today are quite an expensive supplement, but you can stimulate that for free using the iTeraCare. Now, heating the body has a lot of benefits. Ulrich Karstad said if you maintain the ideal body temperature of 98.6, which is 36.5 in degrees, you don't get sick. You don't get sick if you have the ideal body temperature. When the body temperature goes down, you have a problem. If it's going up, then you have a problem. It's called fever, right? And fever is a way for the body mechanism to increase your immunity so that the body can start killing all those microorganisms. That's why you have fever. But you got to maintain the ideal body temperature. And by doing that, you can use iTeraCare. iTeraCare is an amazing device that can help your body boost immunity, blood flow increase. Now, if blood flow increases and energy increases, pain could be gone, right? That's what Hippocrates said. And so it has a lot of powerful benefits, including your joints and muscles and many, many more. Now, there is a secret healing system that no one is talking about. This is not taught in schools. But today, I want you to realize this and understand that your body is able to heal itself. Yes, the best doctor is not your doctor. It's not your supplements. It's not what you're eating. It is the body itself. Provided that you give what the body needs, the nutrition, the love, whatever that is, all the things, the environment that the body needs, the body will heal itself. Hippocrates said that you have a healing force within each one of you, each one of us. This is the greatest force in getting well. Now, he mentioned force. Take note. It is force. It is power. It is energy. It is frequency. You have to awaken the force. You got to increase the energy of your cells. And by doing so, you will heal your body. And why, Nathan? Why? Because the body is an energy field. We are energy beings. Now, we're made of cells and molecules and all of this tiny stuff down to the atoms. Every atom has particles. Now, they have photons, they got electrons, and photons are what? Photons are light. And so if we are made of atoms and atoms are made of light and photons, we are literally light. That's why we are called the light of this world. Your body is photons, made of photons, which is in the atoms. And so you are a glowing being. You are a light being. So understanding that you are an energy being, you're a light being, what do? All you need to do is to increase your energy. That's why we go out under the sun, we walk, we get in touch with nature. All of these things charges our cells, charges our atoms. It brings electrons to our cells. By doing that, you're making your body healthy. Albert Einstein said this, that future medicine will be the medicine of frequencies. He said this 40 plus years ago, and this he is right. The future is already here. We've got different sorts of energy healing already available. We've got mats, we got infrared mats, we got PMF mats, we've got energy healing like quantum healing, crystal healing, theta healing. All of this is already here. But most people are not aware. Most people don't know this because the mainstream is suppressing all of these methods of healing the body. Now, I'll show you some exhibits here. NASA has discovered a PEMF called pulse electromagnetic field, which increases cellular growth and gene proliferation. And the reason why they invented this, it's because they want their astronauts to stay longer in space, and they did it. PEMF mimics the electromagnetic of the Earth's field. And so, because of this technology, astronauts can stay longer in space. We have this kind of technology in Prife International. Another exhibit here is Dr. Holland. Together with Dr. James Bayer, they were able to discover a frequency, a device that kills and effectively stops the growth of cancer. Isn't it amazing? They call it the 11th harmonic. These are layers of frequency. They're beaming it like a laser, beaming it like a sound wave, beaming it to the cancer. And what cancer does, it begins to shatter, it begins to disintegrate. Cancer will no longer grow and start to replicate. It stops by using frequency. That's the power of frequency, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is the thing. This is not available in the mainstream. They discourage this because this will disrupt one of the biggest industry in the world called the cancer industry. Now, let's talk about terahertz. Terahertz is what? It is a frequency. Again, it is a frequency. It is in between the electronic frequency and photonic frequency. Now, you look at the spectrum, right? We've got radio wave up to the other side, which is the gamma ray, which is photonic. Photonic means light. Electronic means waves, all right, which is microwaves. These are 4G, 5G. Now we have all these LTE and all these Wi-Fi. They belong to the electronic waves. But the terahertz is in between the electronic and photonic, specifically between microwave and infrared. Now, what makes this terahertz special? All right? Yeah, what makes it special? Well, first of all, it vibrates in trillions of vibration, right? Electronics, they could vibrate in giga, that's why you got gigahertz. Photonics could also be in a light wave or light speed, but terahertz is in a tera wave. Tera waves, that is trillions, that is unimaginably fast. Isn't it amazing? Now, this is now being used in communication, aviation, biomedical, and no wonder American scientists, they call this the wave of life because within a range of the terahertz, it can match the vibrational frequency of the human cells. If there is a match, we call it resonance, which I'm going to talk about later on. Japanese scientists, they call this the light of life, and Chinese scientists, they call this God's wave band. I mean, if scientists calls this in such a name, there's got to be something about this frequency, right? Now, the iTeraCare has what we call the sweet spot. You got to hit the 2 to 17 terahertz, which is suitable for human body. Now, there are other terahertz devices there claiming that they're as effective as the iTeraCare, but I beg to disagree. Why? The iTeraCare is the only device, as far as we know, all right, that has the sweet spot somewhere between 2 to 17 terahertz, which is highly suitable for human body. Now, what does it do? It increases the cellular voltage of your cells. Now, if you are in bad diet, you have stress, radiation, your cells Voltage lowers down. It goes down to 50 to 60 millivolts. That is where inflammation starts. This is what science says. Now, when it goes into 20 or somewhere between 20 to 5 millivolts, it becomes a normal state, right? Abnormal state. And an abnormal state, we call it a cancer state. Now, what happens if you expose all these abnormal inflammatory type of cells? It's going to start charging up. These inflamed cells is going to start charging up and is going to bring it back to a healthy stage per voltage, and that is very powerful. Now, another thing about resonance is it creates vibration. If there's the same frequency, and that is what frequency does. Same frequency, there is what we call vibrational effect. The cells begins to vibrate. What happens? When there is vibration, there is charging of cells. There is what we call increase of power and energy. In the molecular level, it starts to affect your DNA, your proteins, your RNA, and this is a very powerful positive effect because of the terahertz. Now, we've got a lot of scientific data showing to you the terahertz and its relationship to human health. And this is not a study done by Prife. This was done by U.S. National Library of Medicines and even Russia Academy of Sciences, even Chinese and Japanese and European. They did a lot of study about terahertz, and they said there's a lot of great benefits, a potential of the treatments using the terahertz, even using it for diagnosis. This is what makes iTeraCare the best in the world. Now, this is our scientist. He is the first biomedical scientist, Professor Yang Win-Jun, who achieved and successfully invented the world's first terahertz lightweight device in the world. This was the first device he created. This was in 2014. It was priced around 412,000 US dollars. And the second one in 2017 priced as 19,800. Of course, it evolved because we want it to be affordable. People can buy, people can afford. 2019, this is now the Pro device, and this is the commercially used device. People are using this in hospitals and spa and clinics, and doctors are using this. And this is my favorite, the Pro device. We've got the red hot chili pepper, the entry level, which everybody can afford now. This is less than 400 US dollars, 350 US dollars. And this is our classic device. Now, you can get this and afford this. You can use this and the entire family can enjoy. We've got the 2024 fifth generation, the iTeraCare Premium Plus, which is now selling like a hotcake. Now, pick your choice. For me, I love the Pro device because of its power. It's just robust, more powerful than the other three. All right. So this is 62 clinical test reports, and we have this 3-in-1 core technology. We got the terahertz. We have the quantum technology. Everybody knows about quantum. You know how it does in the body. It is a balancer. That energy goes through objects, and we have that. And by using quantum and terahertz combination, we can penetrate, the frequency can penetrate beyond the skin. It carries the heat, goes through your bones or your vital organs. That's the power using the quantum and terahertz combination. And the optical quartz, this is the proprietary technology. We're using crystals to generate the frequency, and it mimics 1/40th of the sunlight's energy. These are the 5 features of the iTeraCare. Number 1 is penetration. It clears your blockage. It heats up the bones. It activates your cells. That's activation number 2. Number 3 is to identify and stop the growth of mutated and abnormal cells. That's the power of frequency. And it's very safe. No issues at all about, radiation, ultraviolet, and it's user-friendly. Anyone can use it, right? Provided that children should have supervision, but you can use it on children, on kids, even for newborn babies and for elderlies. Now, another good thing about the terahertz is its relationship with water. Water has a capacity to memorize energy. That's why they call it water holds memory, and that's right. And so when you charge the water with the terahertz, it starts to change the frequency of the water, making it 7.8 hertz. It also changes the molecular structure, making it linear. It's easy now to get absorbed by your cells. And so it is important to charge your water and change the electrons of your water, the charge of your water, so your water can be easily absorbed by your cells. You don't just drink water. You got to make sure that your water is hydrating your cells. That's the point why you're drinking. Now, I want you to watch this video and check it out and see why it is important to charge and structure your water.
It's not how much we drink, it's how much we absorb. I'll repeat that one more time because I know people who drink a lot of water and they drink a lot of Gatorade, they drink a lot of Arrowhead, they drink a lot of spring water, and yet they still have these health challenges. And then we help them out and change their water, and all of a sudden things start to flush away. It's not how much we drink, it's how much we actually absorb, because most of us are drinking and eating foods and beverages that are going right through our body and not going and doing their job. So structured water is able to get into the cells more easily. This is a cellular membrane. This is big water. This is what many people drink today. That's why they feel bloated or sloshy, or it's hard to absorb, or they feel like they have a water baby, so to speak. So in 2003, fascinating information, Dr. Peter Egger, he won a Nobel Prize. This is not just something he discovered accidentally. He discovered something called an aquaporin, which is right here where my mouse is. Notice, what do you guys see on this channel? It's a positive. Okay, he said every cell is primarily water, but the water doesn't just sit in our cells, it moves in an organized way. This movement in and out occurs through what's called an aquaporin. In order for water that we drink to get into our trillions of cells, right? Our stomach cells, brain cells, muscle cells, kidneys, livers, organs, bones, you name it. It's got to have that negative charge, especially in the small intestine. Okay, that's where most of the negative charge actually gets absorbed, right in your gut and your small intestine. So if we're drinking positively charged water and you have a positive aquaporin, what happens when two positives come together? They're going to repel. Try putting a battery, instead of flipping it the right way, your flashlight won't work. The moment you flip the battery and you have a negative and a positive, you're going to have attraction. You're going to allow water to finally get in and hydrate you at the cellular level, which is going to deliver oxygen better, deliver the nutrients of your food better, and it's going to help remove that metabolic waste, that acid, those leftovers from cellular combustion or cellular respiration. Because remember, all of our little cells, they're like little mini-me's. They're little people, and they breathe, they digest, they create energy, and they go to the bathroom.
That is just amazing. Your water should have a negative charge, so it can create the process called aquaporin. The only way to do that is to structure your water. And how do you do that? Well, you charge your water. Use the iTeraCare, right? By doing so, you're changing the structure, you're changing the molecules. Once you drink it, you absorb more water in your cells. You can also charge your vegetables, your fruits, your wine, your juices. And I did that, and I just love it. You can also use the iTeraCare for your pets. Go to YouTube, guys, after my presentation and check it out. We've got a lot of good testimonies, horses, we've got cows, goats, dogs, birds, and, name it. There's a lot of great testimonies with the iTeraCare and their pets. Now, an hour of iTeraCare therapy is like having 10 times of acupuncture based on benefits, 20 times of cupping, 30 times of gua sha, and 40 times of massage. That's a lot of great benefits. Where did you get this? We got this from the traditional Chinese medicine based on benefits and results. Now, precautionary, if you're pregnant, and if you know someone is pregnant, they're not supposed to be using the iTeraCare based on the company side. They are just allowed to drink the charged water. If you have menstruation or you are menstruating, don't blow directly where there is bleeding. You can blow other parts of the body. If there's open wounds and fractured bones, fresh wounds and fractured bones, you're not supposed to blow there directly. Or you have objects implanted in your body like stent, pacemaker, titanium, ceramic, silicon, don't blow there directly. Why is that so? Because all these metals, all these objects, it always reacts with heat. And terahertz brings heat to the body, and we don't want you to have a problem. So always bypass that, blow on other parts of the body. This is our goal, guys. Our goal is one iTeraCare device per household, bringing life to every home. That is the goal of Prife International. All right, that is my presentation with regards to the iTeraCare. Now, in a moment, I would love to call some people who would love to share their testimonies. All right, it's gonna have some interaction here tonight. Is there anybody who wants to share their testimony? All right, make sure you have a name. Okay, I will only call if you open your video. Right, just to have a house rule here. Open your video and make sure you have a name. All right. You can rename yourself so I can call you using your name, the account name. So if you have a good testimony and you want to inspire our listeners tonight, over 130 of you from all over the world. Remember, we've got India, we've got Ghana, Africa, London, we've got Europe, America, Philippines, Canada is here. So we want to inspire our listeners. So if you have that great testimony tonight, all right, provided you have a good name, I mean, you have a name and your video is on, I'd like to call you and inspire people. So anybody, all right, raise your hand and would love you to share your testimony. This is with regards to the iTeraCare, all right? So, right, okay, we've gotten one here. Now, open your camera and please just do it within 1 or 2 minutes. Can you do that? All right. All right, let's go. Mathan Gopal. Mathan Gopal, go ahead and mute yourself. Tell me where you're from and share your testimony so you inspire people.
Mathan Gopal, anesthesia specialist, Tamil Nadu. I am a shock.
Mathan, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Mathan. We cannot understand you.
I have cured on myasthenia gravis patients of both eyebrows and eyelids within 5 days. That patient is 40 years old, young man. He is suffering from myasthenia gravis. Myasthenia gravis is death of the muscles for the past 12 years. He is taking allopathy treatment for the past 12 years. By using terahertz waves on the eyes and face, the whole body, I cured within 7 days of therapy. This great success, where nobody has such a testimonial. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Wow. Right. Oh, wow. 7 days using it. I really don't get a lot of what you're saying, but you're saying that it's your eyes, your face, something like that. It has good effect. Thank you so much, Mathan, for sharing. All right. Now let's go to our next sharer who would love to share again. Can I call somebody that I know here? All right. All right. iPhone, you got to change your name because I want a real name, not a phone's name. All right. Okay. Anyone who would love to share just 1-2 minutes and we'll go to the next part of my presentation. Anybody in the house? All right. Now, if you're a first timer, I want you to go type in the meeting chat and tell me where you're from and who invited you here tonight if you're a first timer. All right. All right. So we've got good informations here. Now let me go to the meeting chat. We've got some people that we haven't recognized. We've got Steve and Raj from Malaysia, and Mathan is from India, Palanit TWG. We got Marisol from Philippines, Quezon City. And my sister Jocelyn is from Canada. We got Ruel, all right. Saying that you got concerns there. And yep. All right, now. All right, so nobody wants to share now. I think we're done. All right. Again, please put your name or your real name so I can call you. Now, guys, let me go into the next part of my presentation, okay? Now, we talk about this, and I showed you that one of iTeraCare's product, or not one, but our main product is this one. I'm going to show you here. All right. This is our main products. We call this the Trilogy of Wellness. And why is that so? Now, we have over 40 products already in Prive, but this is our main products. And I want you to get to know about these three products, because this three powerful combination has a science behind it. All right. This is not some sort of product that we just want to combo and we want you to get. Now, there is science why it's important to have the iTeraCare. Why is it so important to combine your sunlight energy iTeraCare with oxygen? And why is it so important to have grounding technology, right? If you're not grounding every day, and why is it important to use the bio, all right, in the comfort of your home? This powerful combination was actually been done research by this powerful guy, which I've been following him. His name is Gary Brecka. Gary Brecka is a biohacker. Now, this is a new name, a new title, right? We haven't heard biohackers like 5-10 years ago. It just came after COVID, and people are saying that, what is a biohacker now? A biohacker is they're able to look into the science of how you can live longer. You can biohack, because there is a hack. Your body has frequencies. Your cells have electrons. Your body responds to energy. And so there are hacks that we can do to accelerate, all right, the youthfulness, to increase youthfulness and energy in the body. And these are the guys, they are the experts. And so this is what he said. You have a problem in the body if you're taking a lot of supplements, you're eating a lot of food, but you're not methylating. What is methylating? It is a chemical process in the body that converts what you're eating, and it can be used as a usable form so the body can use it. It's called methylation. If you don't have methylation, you have a problem called deficiency. So to cut it short, how do you address deficiency? Because deficiency is always been the main reason why people get sick. All right. You can be eating a lot of food and a lot of supplements, but it's not converted, it's not methylated. You still have a huge problem and you're going to get sick. How do you do that? Very simple. It is free and you can do this every day. Watch this. Look at this. It's free. Grounding is free. Breath work is free. Sunlight is free. But most people are not doing this every single day. Am I right? Come on, especially if you are in the city area, you are in a flat, in a condominium, you're right. I mean, no one can do this. You don't have the time. You don't have the place. Especially in Singapore, you don't have a place to ground yourself. Everything is cemented. It's tarmac. Everything is paved. And so we don't have the luxury. So how do we ground? Because grounding is very important to increase the polarity of our cells, to increase the blood flow. And there's a lot of great benefits when you ground. You can Google it, grounding. Look at it in Google. Grounding has powerful benefits. That's why I do this every single day, every day when I'm in the house. All right, especially when I'm here, because sometimes when I travel, I don't have a place to ground. But when I have a time, I always ground, because I understand grounding has powerful benefits in the body. It alkalizes the body. It discharges all this unnecessary energy. And of course, oxygen. You get oxygen from the air. And most of us are breathing the same air inside our room. It's called recycled air. We need fresh oxygen. Oxygen is the most important element in the body. All right. And of course, sunlight. We need this. We need to convert this light into vitamin D. That's why get exposed to sunlight every day. Without these three things, you're going to get sicker. Because why? The body has cells. Trillions of cells are called batteries. You got to charge your trillions of cells. You got to hydrate your trillions of cells, because every cell is a battery. If you have that change of paradigm, a change of mindset that your cell is a battery, you're going to approach health differently. All right? You're not going to eat food that will discharge your battery. What are those foods that discharges your battery? Processed foods, highly sugar foods and carbohydrates, which too much, all of this process and toxicity, these foods will discharge your battery. Stress will discharge your battery, right? Overthinking will discharge your battery. Using your phones, your laptops, your Wi-Fi exposed to this will discharge your battery. So what do? It's all about discharging and charging yourself. So the more you charge yourself, you got to help your body charge. You got to help your cells charge. That's the biohack. How do you do that? This is the solution, ladies and gentlemen. And you can use this in the comfort of your home. We call this the Trilogy of Wellness. All right, so I want you to get this if you don't have the 3 yet. All right, complete this for your family. Get this and make this as a Christmas gift for your family. And enjoy the benefits so you can methylate. Get this, complete the set. If you have the iTeraCare, get the bio, get the Oxytap, and enjoy, because I'm enjoying it. My family's enjoying it. We're using this 3 set in our household every day, and we're enjoying it. All right, so thank you so much for being with me tonight.